Hey guys, and welcome to episode 9 of the Umbrella Academy season 1 of Drunken Commentary. And I definitely remember the title of the show, so don't worry about that. We are 9 drinks in, and I think I'm cutting it off for the night as we're going to finish off episode 9, episode 10 tonight. Hopefully you guys are seeing them pretty soon after I film them, because that'll be more enjoyable for you to, have the whole progression of how the night goes. But in the last episode, we saw, very surprisingly, we finally got to see Allison using her powers, and we got to see Vanya's powers getting more and more strong, and then, in a very shocking ending, Allison somewhat losing control of her powers, but mostly deliberately killing her sister Allison when her sister tried to control her. So, crazy ending, and definitely leading to a big finale here, especially since the group is basically back together. I saw the group discover Allison's dead body in the last few minutes of the last episode. So here we go, episode 9, entitled Changes, and let's dive in. So hope you guys are having fun, and let's watch the episode.
You know what cheers me up when I'm done? Singing.
Okay, that prediction was absolutely wrong, but it does give us a huge explanation of why Robo-Mom's around. I'm really loving the fact that Umbrella Academy so far is answering a lot of our questions, including, I did not expect them to answer the question of why is their mom a robot. But they did answer it, and I am really satisfied with that answer. So kudos to the show so far. I'm really liking. I think it's getting just more and more exciting as we get closer to the ending, and I'm just excited for it. So here we go. Ooh. This also does give more credence to why her dad had this zero tolerance policy, where in the last episode it seemed like he was pretty extreme, where she just blew up a couple wine glasses and he put her in jail for it. But in this one it seems like she's actually been injuring or killing a lot of people before he finally gave up on her. So that's really interesting to see. I'm gonna make a prediction that evil boyfriend is gonna die or get captured this episode, because I feel like the big threat is Vanya and her power, especially without control, and he's definitely unlocked that power, but now that he's already unlocked it, he doesn't really need to be here, and since Vanya already knows that he's evil, I don't imagine her being with him much longer. Holy, I have no idea what went on right there, but I am a fan. I want to see some more stuff. He's back at his house, right? Does she not remember her talking about the story of what's in his attic? Oh, well, she's gonna find the book, so that's good, funny. But it's weird that she's not suspicious of him at all. Especially, even from the outset, it's been said to be very suspicious of this guy. Oh my god. This guy is, the worst. He could have even saved the situation, but I guess, to be fair, he really couldn't have saved the situation. It's one of those things where the second she starts pulling at threads don't stop coming loose, so there was no real way to resolve the situation the second she was onto him. But yeah, he's definitely going to be busted after this episode, if she's not just going to outright kill him in 2 seconds.
What I need is my family. Please don't.
He explodes.
Don't let it control you.
I mean, that seemed pretty controlled to me. That seemed like exactly what she was aiming for. You figure she would have grabbed her book, though. But besides that.
She.
I mean, good guess.
Yes.
Oh my god, she lived? That just makes it even crazier that Vanya, like, ran. I get that she was in shock, but I mean, the fact that she wasn't dead and she could have saved her. Like, it was one thing if she was dead and she felt no pulse and she just fled. But knowing that she could survive and she fled anyways, that makes it so much worse. Like, she didn't know that someone else would come in time to save her. Oh, if he's still trying to kill Hazel and Cha-Cha to get his revenge on them.
Did Dad say anything about the apocalypse when he spoke?
It's another one of those lull scenes. Like, they said she's gonna survive, so I no longer care about this. Just show her when she wakes up and continue with. Go back to Vanya. Go back to the main plot. And also, there was that line from, I think, episode 4, where Hazel was like, we work for his family, or Cha-Cha said that, talking about 5, and it was a cover story. I wonder if it's going to end up not being a cover story, and somehow Reginald Hargrave is going to be responsible for founding the association that creates the commission, or has previously worked for it, or some connection there. Ooh. Look at that move. Just to clarify, with Game of Thrones, Rise of Skywalker, and this, 2019 really looks like the year where the cool thing to do is to drop your weapon, catch it with the opposite hand, and attack them with it. Because that seems like the universal way that they're solving their problems. Oh wow, so she didn't go back to the academy, she went back to her apartment. I mean, I understand, but at the same point, like, she's having powers, she's having problems with her superpowers. Who would know how to deal with the situation besides her family? Like, only people she knows about superpowers. Honestly, I don't know why she's not, like, dedicating herself right now to finding new sedatives. Because this seems like a really simple, solvable problem right now. I mean, not the fact that she killed her sister, that's pretty tragic. I mean, yeah, her sister's not dead, but she doesn't know that. But besides that, like, she should, because she knows that she has no control of her powers, that she accidentally killed her sister, you figure one of her immediate priorities would be to get back on sedatives so that she doesn't accidentally do this again, but I mean, about time she's got back to, like, we're 2/3 of the way through the episode, she finally came back to the academy. I'm just surprised that no one's bothered picking up the chandelier since then, especially since Mom is being repaired. Man, Luther's totally gonna, like, knock her out or something. Oh, maybe he was just trying to put her in a chokehold? Yeah, he knocked her out, okay. Come on, this is 3 votes on 1. Like, this is clearly what's gonna lead to the apocalypse, because, like, geez, like, she just needs help. Someone just help her. I just feel much less invested. And I don't think Agnes is gonna die here, so I'm not wrapped in the stakes of it. I feel like either Hazel or Cha-Cha is gonna die here. I would presumably assume that it would be Hazel, just because it would be much worse for it to be Hazel. Like, that'd be the worst possible ending, because Cha-Cha doesn't want to kill Hazel, and Agnes doesn't want Hazel to die, so it'd be the worst out of the 3 of them to die. That would affect the most people. she survives, that'd be crazy.
Wow.
Oh, 5 is gonna put his girlfriend back. He's moving on. It's really funny how they're trying to draw so much emotion out of a scene about an old man in the body of a boy talking to a mannequin. For a second, when they went to her face, I genuinely thought that was going to happen, and I would have freaked out. That mannequin winked, and then I would have had nightmares. So I'm really glad she didn't, but I'm not sure if I understand Vanya's character right now. Like, I get not wanting to be in prison or incarcerated, but at the same time, you figure like she would understand it a little bit. Like, she nearly killed her sister. Oh, is she gonna break out? Oh, with her own heartbeat. Because they can't get rid of all sounds in that room, can they? That was cool. But yeah, maybe you guys should help your sister now before it's too late. And Luger should stop making decisions for you guys because he's clearly an idiot. And guys, that's episode 9. Wow. It's leading kind of to where I thought it was. Vanya, it's looking like she's going full supervillain from those like white eyes at the very end. And just looking at the episode title to the finale of the season, it's called The White Violin. And I feel like that's clearly a reference to her. And so I guess we're going to see her go full supervillain in the next episode. Or I don't think, like, her personality doesn't seem conducive to her being a supervillain. So maybe she's just going to completely lose control of her powers and blow up the planet. I really doubt it considering there's a season 2. So I'm sure the Academy is going to come together and find a way to stop her. I'm really hoping that it's going to be Luther that finds a way to stop her, just because he's been a shit for the last episode, and I have not found him that redeeming so far. So I'm really hoping it's him who finds a way to stop her, and he does it by saving her and maybe sacrificing himself, or... Oh, I want it to be something to do with the moon. Like, he flies her off to the moon, and that's what saves her. I still don't know if he can fly or whatever, but I really need an explanation to how this guy got on the moon, because so far the show is not giving me that piece of closure. And it's done a really good job of answering all my questions, so I hope it can answer that one. Anyway, so that was episode 9, guys. I'm going to see you guys again in the final episode of Season 1 of the Umbrella Academy, so see you guys there, and thanks for watching. Bye!